Hey YouTube, Mike here. How we doing today? I hope you all had a very good week and happy holiday and Merry Christmas to all. All right, today I want to do a review on some tools that I showed a while back when I first purchased them, some Festool and Milwaukee, but I never really did a review on them. And I had a couple of questions on two of the tools that I've used in previous videos. And one tool, a Milwaukee tool that we pretty much, it's like the second biggest tool we use on the truck. The thing works phenomenal. So let's just jump right in and we'll start. We'll start with that tool. I picked up one for the shop here. It's actually their 12-volt mini Sawzall. Now, it is the model number 2754. Nope, sorry, that's something else. It is the 2420-20. It is their 12-volt mini Sawzall. This thing pretty much is our go-to Sawzall. Now we do carry the compact 18 volt and the 60 volt Dewalt. Cutting through cast iron, really that's what we use the other big one for. But this thing here, we have cut 2-inch galvanized pipe. We have cut roots in the ground with an aggressive wood blade they sell that's specifically designed for like tree limbs. This thing just doesn't quit. The kit consists of this bag with the instruction sheet, both for the saw and the charger. It comes with their standard 12 volt singular charger where the other 18 volt has that double port. It comes with one mini 1.5 amp hour battery, and it comes with two small stubby metal and wood Sawzall blade. You know, basically it's, what is it, 0 to 3,000 strokes per minute. With the mini saw, now we mostly use the XC battery on the saw, and we keep it hanging in the back. And for those that just see my truck video, it's hanging in the left side back, just like this, because it is something, like I said, we grab all the time. There is a lock that will prevent it from moving the stroke of the reciprocating part. There is a fuel gauge built onto it. With the XC battery, it's very, very balanced, very stable. You can lay it like this. As you can see, it's pretty, I mean, it's going to fall if you give it a good shot, but it's pretty stable. But like if we got to get into a compact under a sink, we use these small batteries. It is very powerful. It's got a twist, so basically you're going to, where the larger Milwaukee Sawzall, but their other compact one has the same type, you're going to twist the lock, hold it, insert your blade, let it fall back, and now it's in there. Again, very powerful Sawzall. We've had a few of them for a couple of years, and it's pretty much, you can't kill it. You can't kill this thing. So it's $99 kit, the entire kit at Home Depot. Again, it's the 20. You know what? I'll put everything in the description below as far as the model numbers and prices. All right, that's this thing. I have. Oh, I didn't show you this last week when I did the pen turning. This is another thing that I purchased probably, I would say, close to 2 years ago. I got it from Woodcraft. At the time, I think I paid like $49.95 for it. It's the Graz 3-piece cordless set. All right, it's got the outer, inner, and a compass. It's made in India, but it's got a very nice rough finish on it, so it's not slippery. The actual turn knob, very smooth. The spring has a lot of tension on it. And the compass has a very nice knurled top to do your, and it's a very sharp point. Very nice tool steel. All of it has the same rough, I don't know if you see, rough finish. So it's very nice grip. And like I said, I've had it for a while, and I've used, like, especially these to do when I'm doing larger turning, to get, if I'm doing like a gouge in it, to get the gouge even. It's a very nice set for the price. Again, I think I paid about not even $50 for it. All right. This sander, the ETSC125LI. It is one of their new. It's the cordless sander, but that also has the mains adapter that will actually plug into here, and then you can plug the twist lock cord. So now you have a battery operated and a 110 volt operated bag, and you can put your hose on it. So it's like pretty much a multi-dextrous Sawzall. Excuse me, sander. I'm still on the Sawzall. It's one of these forever bags. Basically, once you remove it, you just flip this little tab. It opens up, and then you can dump that into a trash bag. This thing will lock back in. It will go on anyway. It has a Festool logo, but it'll go up on any direction. It locks into the back. It comes with 2 compact 18 volt lithium ion batteries with fuel gauge. I did not buy it with the adapter because I still have the other 125. It's a 5-inch sander, and I did make a little cheat sheet here. It's 6,000 to 10,000 orbits. At a 5/64th orbit, it weighs roughly 2 pounds without the battery. It comes in a Sustainer 2. It comes with a charger, second battery, and it comes with an edge protector that basically just snaps right on. You have a little arrow that aligns it. The pad is removable. The pad is removable. They see the screws, so you could put the different soft, medium, and hard pad on it. It'll fit, again, all of the 5-inch, just like the other ETS 125. Has the brushless motor and brake. Very fast at stopping, so you can put it down. As you can see, on the wear and tear and how it looks, it's the sander that I pretty much use all the time. And I don't even really hook up the vacuum to it. I did a bunch of cutting boards for Christmas, and I'll just keep pads in front of me and just keep swapping them out. And the battery lasts, oh God, I think I did 3 full sandings on three cutting board full sanding and 4 discs each, and that's, you know, both sides and the edges, and I had swapped out a battery. So it's a very nice, very compact, very well balanced. And it weighs it weighs 2 pounds without the battery. So that is the sander. Now, this drill. It was a recommendation I have the 12 volt and I have the 6 volt, but I wanted an 18 volt drill. I wanted more Airstream batteries and I wanted another Airstream charger. And pricing that out, and I wanted it for my cordless 55. And I wanted to purchase 2 more batteries and another charger. And the pricing, I'm like, man. Then they were like, well, why don't you just buy the drill? And I think it was $600, but you know, almost 3 and change would have been to batteries and charger. So, and it's a very, and I used to have what I call the D-handle drill, but that's the one that the battery clicked in, it made the D. This thing is so well balanced and has quite a bit of power. So basically the tool comes, and I'm using the Sustainer, and it's kind of hidden over there. It comes in a Sustainer 2, comes with 2 batteries, comes with the Airstream charger. All the batteries are 5.2 amp hour fuel capacity. Let's see, what do we got here? Okay, it's 0 to 450 and 0 to 1500. It'll do 1 inch and 9/16 wood and 1/2 inch metal. Now I bought the kit. So the kit comes with, again, 2 batteries, the charger, the Sustainer 2, but it comes with the Jacobs chuck, excuse me, which is a 1/2 inch chuck, and then it's removable. And then it'll come with just the quick connect chuck. And then it comes with the offset chuck, which basically once you put it on and you lock this back in, and then you can move this to all different positions wherever you want it. So just say you wanted to drill above top of a cabinet or higher, and the drill will be lower, and this is just up to drill this in. And they all have the quick connect. And then these 2 you have to put and then lock in with these. And then you have the right angle. And it's the same chuck as my 12 volt. So basically these, I just kind of leave them. I'm just showing you this is what came with it. As you can see, I haven't used it. I used the other one. I just leave them in a spare Sustainer 1, all these chucks. But I leave the Jacobs chuck on this one just so that I can do drilling with it. It's got 25 thumb speeds. It's got 2 settings. It's got the drill and the screw setting and 2 different speed settings. And it also has fuel gauge on the back. So that's part of the drill. It also comes with the belt clips, but I don't put them on because I keep them up there with my other drills. But if I need something really powerful to drill, I use the Dewalt 60 volt max. But this thing, it's got such balance on it. And a contractor actually recommended, said, hey, it's got the light on it. Also, you see look at the magnetic, it's got bit holders, but all you do is you just take it and you slide it. I'm sitting here with, I got no nails. I bite my nails. And I'm sitting there going, I can't get the damn thing out. And I'm working it down, and all of a sudden it came out like that. I'm like, oh my God. Again, like I always say, Germans. And then at the top, if you happen to have it there at the top, you just push it out this way. And I'm sitting there fighting, I'm ready to grab like a pick to get it out, and never thinking that you just slide it. It's curved. It's got like a little valley in here to take it out. I just get like excited when, they put these little things on the tools. So, again, very good drill, very good performance, very good balance. It's something I don't, I got that, and I keep it right here. The drill, the snap-on drill that I use all the time. This is something pretty much I use all the time, and I use the mini Festool drill. But if I have to, like if I'm going to do a countersink and a drill, I use the 12 volt. But if I got to use like for a Forstner bit, I'll use this. And all the Festool drills, if you over torque the motor, you get that beep, 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 beep. So that's what I really like, because you're drilling, all of a sudden you got smoke coming out of the motor, of like a Milwaukee or Dewalt drill, but this thing, at least it's telling you beep 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 beep. I'm over. You're over talking. So okay, this thing. I showed it when I purchased it quite a few months ago at Home Depot. It is Milwaukee's now this is the 275420. It's the Impact 3/8, but it's their stubby, their compact. And here, let me show you. Let me grab this. I should have had this over here. This is the 12 volt 1/4 inch Impact. Look at the. See the comparison? It's almost the same size. Look at that. It's almost the same size. Now we used to carry. Let me just throw this over here. We used to carry the larger version on the truck, and basically when we're doing unistrut, or what we call Kindorf, nuts and bolts, flanges, we would use that and with an extension, and then we have the Milwaukee impact bits. But you know, it's a little cumbersome. When this came out, and I was talking with the Milwaukee rep, he telling me about it. So I said, all right, let me try it. They sell the tool only. It's just as powerful and just as good as the larger version. Smaller, lighter. It's got, if you looked here at the bottom, it's got 3 different. All right, right there, we have 3 different speeds. Why can't I get it to, there we go. There, it's got 1, 2, 3, and then, well, come on. What the heck, you're making me look stupid here. There we go, 3. Little button, fat fingers. All right, number 1 is 850 revolutions. Number 2 is 16, number 3 is 35. Number, which is, it's a little kind of like almost a reverse circle. Let me show you if you could see it right there. You see that right there? Okay. What that does is it'll give it 1500 revolutions, and when just say you're putting in like a large tech screw, when it gives a rebound back to the motor in 1 second, it shuts the thing off, so you don't shear the head off the bit. And my other one didn't have that. And there's one set of oh God, I can't even talk today. One set of tech screws that we use, and we were always breaking them. And my son was using this, and he's like, Dad, why is it stopping? And then I'm like, oh, it's bottoming out. And sure enough, it bottoms out from the bit onto the metal. So it really does work, and it doesn't shear the head off the screw. Once it feels it like kind of stop, and it gives it like, rebounds back to it, within 1 second it shuts it down. So it's very nice. It's $129.95, tool only. It will handle all the batteries, but we leave it with just a 3.0 amp hour battery, which is actually on here, and it has tons of power to it. Belt clip. This is, for the shop here, but the one that we use, very good. And we've had it now probably close to 4 months, and we did a big job out in an alligator farm. We had to do a ton of unistrut, and it performed flawlessly. Not one screw was sheared. It made up 3/8 nuts and bolts without a problem. All right, my last thing here, and this I found at a flea market. I was just drumming through a flea market, old tools and stuff like that. And a guy had a bunch of tools set up on here, and he had this thing sitting, and it was closed, and I thought it was an empty box. And as you can see, it's got a little bit of wear to it, and there was a price on it, $15, and it was closed. And you go into Home Depot, they sell the little, it's almost the same size as this, but maybe half or a quarter of the size. And it's a storage box. It's got 2 plastic lids inside of it. So I'm looking at the things like this and I'm going, $15? That's a little pricey for a box. I said, it's really cool. You know, and they make the bigger box, Dewalt, that you put the, whatchamacallit, in the multi-tool blades. So I just looked up there because it used to be up there, and I guess I put it on my truck. I was going to show it to you. So I picked it up. I said, oh, no, okay, there's something in here. So I opened it up, and this is what's in here. It's a 31 piece. It's a screwdriver, an Allen wrench set. It's stubby, and then large, and it's 5/16. It's a number 2, stubby up here. I really didn't go through the whole thing. As you can see, still has the plastic in it. So, I mean, I guess he must have had it in a toolbox, and it's the DWHT 70265. I actually had to look it up. I've never seen it. And it's a little pain in the neck to get it in and to get these things, but you got to kind of manipulate this little thing here. And I'm just going to pull out a screwdriver. And it doesn't lock in, so you just pull it out. And it's got a forward and reverse, but it ratchets, and then you could put it on this side for a little bit more torque. But yeah, it's got kind of it's a magnet, and it holds it in. I was just futzing with it with just screws. I just found it, excuse me, on Friday. A little lanyard holder. But I thought it was pretty cool. We do need we use, especially testing gas pressures with our manometer, you got to have a longer bit to get the Allen screw out, and this thing will work perfect because there's so many different sizes. So this is going to be a really nice addition to the tools on our truck, and it holds everything in pretty good. Let's not belabor this anymore here. And that's it. Oh, and then actually the only place that I found it was Tractor Supply, and it's like $26.99. So not bad. I mean, and I paid $15 for it. So like I said, the case has got some scratches and stuff on it, but who cares? It's a used tool. So what are you gonna do? So all right. Oh, let me show you this. You guys know I do the models, and I do the military models, and I was going through, and I like the modern stuff, the modern military trucks, the M1 Abrams. I like the World War II, but I get into the modern, the Stalker, the Striker, the Humvee, the Rhino, the Bradleys, but I wanted a transport. So I started doing I go on Pinterest, and I look up and see, and I found, and there's a company that the 2 big railway guns that I have are made from a company, and it's from Japan, called Hobby Boss. And I found this kit, and I ordered it, and it was sent the other day, and it's actually my Christmas present. And look at this thing. It's the whatchamacallit, the HET, the Heavy Equipment Transport. It's made by Oshkosh. It's the 1070 tractor with the M1000 trailer, and that's what it looks like when it's done. It is one of the most highly detailed kits out there. It's just under 3 feet long, and I do have an Abrams tank that I'm going to put on it. But this thing, and if you're familiar with model kits, there's a load of photo etched. There's 14 photo etched pieces, and as you can see, a bunch of them have 2. And that is actually what takes place. So metal things become photo etched, and so you replace the plastic. So when it's painted, it looks just like metal. I've done tons of it. I actually ordered glues and tools to do the bending and to do the cutting and the shaping of it. all rubber tires. The airbag suspension is rubber. It comes with red and blue air hoses. The truck, it comes with a cooler for like to simulate they have their waters in it. It comes with Coke boxes so that, you know, it's like Coca-Cola and it's a box that we could see, like if you ever see the videos, they have sodas or waters on their truck when in the desert. I mean, it's just one of the most highly detailed. I've done a ton of research on it. So I'm going to be starting this kit very soon. Very popular company called Hobby Boss. I've done a couple of their World War II stuff, but this is definitely an added addition. The actual nose of the truck and the cab is a piece of resin, so you don't even put it together. It's already casted resin. It is just, here, I'll just open it up quick to show you. Just very highly detailed. I mean, look how they pack it to protect it. All of the photo etch stuff is in here. I've already had it apart just to peek at it, and I can't seem to get the box open. It's so close. So all of the windshield. There is the airbag suspension. Oh, all the tires are rubber. That's all the rear tires for the trailer. The front tires are here. It comes with all cabling, hoses, metal pieces, and then all of the photo etched pieces that is included. So, yeah, I'm excited to start it. I'm still waiting for a bunch of stuff to come in. So, all right, YouTube. I hope you enjoy the video. Got any questions, or you like a Mike's Woodshop sticker? My email will be included below. All of the model numbers and pricing will be in the description below. And I hope all of you have a very, very, very happy and safe holiday, and a very Merry Christmas to all of you out there. And I will see you on the last video before next year, next week. All right, YouTube? You all be safe out there and have a good weekend. Bye-bye now.